All right, so let's dig in a little bit more deeply on this BDC, because that's the deadline that's closest to us. It's coming up quick. You can't just blow it off. It's a $15,000 penalty if you fail to file. My personal opinion is they're going to give you some slack. You know, if you make a mistake or it's not right, that's okay. Just doing nothing, probably not just okay. So let's help everybody do something. So what do you think about this polygon versus the address? I've had a lot of customer conversations and people are kind of going back and forth on that. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I'm definitely torn. So for those who may not know, the location method is significantly easier to file. If you do the location method, if you say these are all of the locations that we're cover versus what we don't cover, you don't have to do all of this additional supporting data. But I'm a little bit perplexed because if you don't have an underlying propagation model behind the location method, some kind of coverage map, heat map, then how are you coming up with that data? I mean, if you're a really small internet service provider and you only cover a square mile or something like that, sure, you can go through and you can probably pick out the customers that you service and don't service. But beyond that, I'm not sure how you can provide something accurate unless you are doing a propagation model. And beyond that, with the law, there seems to be quite a lot written in there where audits are expected and challenges are expected. And audits come from the government. It seems like the FCC is required to put together some sort of program where they can audit and should be regularly auditing all the service providers. But then they're also implementing a way that third parties, individuals and entities can challenge. And so, the way that I read it, it could be a disgruntled ex-customer, or it could even be a competitor to your ISP that can go through and basically say, hey, there's no way they provide this. I can think, as I look through the old data and I look at some of the satellite companies that are claiming gigabit speeds, I think I'm calling shenanigans, and so they're opening that up to everyone. And when that challenge occurs, when the audit happens, it seems to me that to be able to defend yourself, you're ultimately going to have to come forward with some kind of information similar to the heat maps. And so to do it up front, I think could be a huge savings if you have all of that information ready. Even if you do the location method, if you have at least the heat maps ready, you have all of the math behind the link budget done, it seems, at least to me, the right way to go. But it's just, it's my opinion. It's worth what you paid for it.
But I think we both agree that what you don't want to do is just take your subscriber database from your billing platform and send that in.
Yeah,
why is that a bad
right.
idea?
A few reasons. One, it doesn't protect you in any way. And then two, there is some language written into the laws that state that you're required to fully comply to this kind of mandate to provide your coverage. And it's better than not filing at all, but I think anyone would argue that that's not fully complying.